go back and watch our other videos.
All right, here we go. Howdy, everybody. Welcome to Step Into the Portal. Showtime, a-holes. Here we go. It is the conclusion of the epic conclusion of the awesome campaign, Volume 1, because we all know that Guardians of the Galaxy is the greatest part of Marvel Comics ever, and there's no disagreements here. So, we are super excited. Howdy, everybody. My name is The Brant, and I am joined by...
Well, Brian, yes, but you guys see me all the time. I was gonna go over to the Steele.
And Steve.
Yeah, what up? Finally back. I was lost in the mountains.
That's
I fell from a ship, and I'm like, I finally found these guys.
Yeah.
And you got Steele here.
Awesome. And Steele Hull. Steele is the designer of this campaign. And Steele, it is so awesome that you were able to join us for this awesome campaign. I want to hear all of your thoughts on the campaign, but I don't know how long it's going to take to play this game.
Yeah.
So we'll jump in and we'll save your thoughts on the campaign, win or lose, for the end of the video, if that sounds good.
Awesome. Yeah, thank y'all for having me.
Pick your brain.
This is great.
Yeah,
fantastic.
No
Real
so,
Steele.
I will start by reading the story because I just told them before we did this. Steve is going to wander around his apartment.
I know. I'm going to switch up because I'm looking for my sleeves.
Unsleeve Valkyrie. Just make the move.
Quiet.
All right, here we go. The number 5 is Spirit in the Sky. Oh, and I linked the song down below as well. Just as the heroes deal the final blow to Red Skull, his master, the Mad Titan Thanos himself, shows up alongside some familiar faces and with a wave of his hand rips the roof off the building. Ronan to his left, MODOK to his right, and armed with the Infinity Gauntlet, Thanos laughs at the defeat of his crimson-faced servant. Just as Thanos lifts his head to obliterate the heroes, a flash streaks across the sky. The Milano! The Guardians! Looks like they've been paying attention after all. Any help is a welcome sight, as somehow Thanos and his allies have gathered all the Infinity Stones. The fate of the universe is at stake. Woo! Here we go. Dance off.
Dance off, bro. Let's do it.
All right.
Go.
So what's going to happen here first, the story-wise, is Brian and I, which is Cap and Thor, we were separated from everybody in space. We crashed on a mountain. We had a vision while we were passed out that we didn't get through Absorbing Man, but when we finally stood up, we got through him. Through a prison with the Wrecking Crew, into Red Skull, took him out, and now finally here we are fighting Thanos. And we met back up with our buddy Wolverine, who found a spider folk, web warrior from another multiverse who is joining us. And we are all honorary guardians once again. So here we go.
Yes.
I am zoomed way out, so hopefully people can see what's happening here. So based off of our results, we don't have the sleeper because we defeated him. MODOK is going to start in play in front of Brian, who's going first as Steve Rogers. And then Ronan's getting shuffled in. This is the Kree Fanatic print and play that Fantasy Flight made when we were all on lockdown or home or whatever you want to call it. So I've got that print and play here. So Ronan is going in. We've got our obligations, and then we've got our standard set. So all this is getting shuffled together. Meanwhile, we each have a Guardian ally, and we are all honorary Guardians, as well as we had 14 points of influence to spend, because Brian and I kicked some butt, to spend on upgrades and things, and there's a whole list in the campaign for things you can buy from all the other campaigns. So we will go in this order and talk about the cards that we got and the ally, the Guardian ally that we are using, and then I think it's away we go. So Brian, you are up first with I Am Steve Rogers.
Yeah, I'm Steve Rogers. You want me to tell them what I picked up as
Absolutely.
upgrades?
Yeah.
All right. Well, with Steve Rogers, I picked up the basic Thor because I've been doing justice for the whole campaign. I picked up the Milano for everybody because, I'm Steve Rogers. So I got to help everybody. I also have a Milano upgrade in my deck, which is going to help me remove threat, the hyper thrusters, I believe. And then I also picked up emergency teleporter so I can, bring that sweet Nick Fury from my deck or discard out and draw some more cards. Pretty much, yeah.
You good there, Wolverine, Steve?
Oh, I'm super good.
What do you got?
All right, so again, I'm going to go back with that strategy I had on my game one, which was build up the Drax engine. And I also have a Cosmo engine now because since he has the Infinity Stone. So these are going to be two powerful allies. Again, I'm going to have some sidearms on them. I'm going to make them both both X-Men. I'm going to run some Inspired. I have some Laser Blasters, some Danger Room trainings, and some honorary X-Men's. And I was going to put some game times, but I figured I'll just put the regroups there because Thanos can hit us pretty hard. I am running a bunch of super cheap allies and some get readies. And my cards were the basic recovery upgrade, grand strategy, Hogun, and Fendrel. So 3
Nice.
attack and 3 thwart.
Nice. All right. I am playing Odin's son, Thor, honorary guardian. I grabbed a Norn Stone. One of the key things to note, we're going to grab Norn Stones, but it actually says only one person can take the Norn Stone. So I am the honorary Norn Stone bearer.
Who designed this campaign anyways?
Yeah, it makes sense. Thor should get it, I think.
Of course.
Took
Absolutely.
the basic attack upgrade, so I get a hit point and an additional attack. This one gives me +1 to all my stats, and I can ready once. And then I have the laser goggles from Sinister Motives. So I spread the love around. I've got Guardians, I've got Mad Titan Shadow, I've got Rise of Red Skull, and I've got Sinister Motives. And this gives me -1 thwart, but +2 attack, and I get piercing and overkill because I upgraded it. So I attack for 6 with my hammer 7. I can ready, and then I've got Creative Solution, which will remove a status card from somebody and then do something based on which status card. And of course, I've got my little buddy Rabbit with me.
Rabbit.
All right, Steele.
Yep. And so I'm running Ghost Spider. And so I've naturally taken a couple spider related upgrades here. I've got the enhanced wave bracers and enhanced impact dampening suit. And I'm running aggression. So the -1 attack may seem a little counterintuitive, but the plan is to be self-sufficient, staying alive. So hopefully those help. And then I also took the tactical scanner to draw 5 cards, hopefully on that first turn.
Boost that hand draw.
That's right.
Love it.
Sweet.
So that is the turn order that we're going to play in here. I'm going to take the allies away so I don't get confused, but these are the allies that they all have. I know my table's zoomed out a bunch. I'm really going to have this stuff in the corner. I'm running the deck here, and I think it's going to get kind of busy. Brian is running the threat on the main scheme, since he'll be removing most of the threat from the main scheme, I suppose. And Steve is going to run the health of Thanos. So we are playing on standard. So he has 16 times 4 is 64 health. I guess I have it here and I need to remove it because I just need to let Steve do it.
Yeah.
All right. Sanctuary is here. And then I believe we shuffle this up and put a stone in play. Is that
correct?
Still on regular mode? All right, so we start with the Soul Stone. He's going to heal and get a face down boost. And we shuffle up here. MODOK is in play. Milano, I think it's game on, folks.
Let's do it. All right.
Ready?
Yeah.
Everybody can draw up and mulligan. I'm cheating already.
So, Brant, look who I drew in my opening hand.
There you go. So you can play him next turn.
I mean, I might as well just
pitch him as a
mulligan.
resource.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just going to pitch him
way.
right now. I haven't
But I mean, you
mulliganed,
could play
so.
him this turn and then play him again next turn.
That is true. That is true.
That's the other option.
Well, I'm still going to mulligan both of these shield tosses, I think, and draw 2 more. Well, Agent 13, look at that. Ooh.
I got pinned down turn 1.
How much threat is on that scheme?
7.
7?
Yeah.
All right. So if I want to, technically I could pitch Nick and an extra card over here to play Agent 13 and then use the teleporter and play Nick.
Yeah.
now that I have an extra ally in hand. So I think that's not a bad idea. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna start there. I'm gonna
Sounds
start
good.
with Agent 13 for 2 threat off of the scheme.
Yep.
We'll then use
down to
emergency
5.
teleporter. Nick is gonna come in.
You might have to be a hero.
You're
He's a
right. I
hero.
do. You do. I do. I do. I'm using the Milano for the first time here, for the first round.
Mhm.
Yep. Play in my apartment, draw an extra card. Use strength, play super soldier serum. I will flip up. I will teleporter. Nick. Draw 3 cards.
He also
Love
gets a tough status card, by the way.
Yep. He also gets a tough. Which is just gonna go away because he's going to actually I might not need to thwart for 2. It's what, down to 5, you said? Down to 5, right?
It is, yeah.
Okay, Fierce Determination draws me a card. I will thwart for 4
Nice.
with cap.
Down to 1.
I will then punch for 2
You
with
can't.
Fury.
You
I
can't.
can't.
He
So-
takes no damage until you clear Sanctuary.
Hey,
Okay,
Brian,
yeah, sorry.
is
Yes.
th- does your upgrade allow you to draw a card if you defeat a scheme?
No, he didn't take the advanced side.
No,
don't
I didn't
think.
take the advanced one. That's right.
Okay.
Rightio. Then
Just
in
use
that
group.
case,
Because I have pinned down.
yeah, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's go 4. I'll just get. No, I can't have that many allies. What am I doing here? All right. No, Agent 13 is going to remove it because Groot at least punches for 2.
All right.
But he's tough as well, right?
Who?
Thanos.
He's
Thanos
not
is
tough
tough?
on stage 1.
It's not. No.
Oh, he's not tough on stage 1?
Nope.
Yeah, he's stalwart, but he doesn't get the tough.
What? What kind
Yeah.
of weakling is that?
All right. Nick Fury punches for 2, loses tough.
That's all you, Steve.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Steve, don't forget
62.
Nick.
Yeah.
Nick Fury for 2, Groot for 2.
60.
I will then ready. Should I ready myself? Yeah, I'll ready myself, and then I'll punch for 2 with myself.
58.
And what did I use this for? I didn't use this. I was going to use it for this. And then I will ship it, and I have a first aid
Cool.
for somebody.
I'm gonna spend 2 for an adamantium skeleton to bring my health up to 19. I'm gonna flip to Wolverine. I'm gonna play an honorary X-Men on Drax.
Who's
I'm
now
gonna-
German.
He is
But
now
Wolverine.
not a very X-Man. I'm gonna play a danger room training on Drax. Drax is gonna punch for 4, and then I'm gonna punch for 3, adding another 7 down to 51. Drax takes a damage.
Is that me?
Yep.
Worthy. I'm going to grab my hammer. I'm going to play pin down on MODOK, so he's -2 attack.
Interesting.
I'm going to flip up. I'm going to use Defender of the 9 Realms since only Ronan is in the deck. I'm not going to go searching the deck
Can
for
I
him.
take an errata, guys?
No.
I just forgot to get my shield.
Oh yeah, you can have your shield. Just play your card,
Which-
your first aid to put it out.
Yeah. Well, I also have the super soldier serum, so it wouldn't have changed
Oh, there
anything.
you go. Yeah, you're good. All right. I
Sorry.
will attack with a leading blow for 1 less, so I hit for 6.
Down to 45.
I will ready. I will attack for 7.
Down to 38.
I am ever vigilant. I will ready. I will attack for 7.
Down to 31.
I will flip my Nornstone to ready. I will attack for 7.
I think you can only flip the Nornstone in Alter Ego, though.
What? That makes no sense. It says
No,
ready
no,
your
the
hero.
alter ego is afterwards.
Oh, is
Hero
it?
action, ready your hero.
yeah.
Yeah. So is that 24?
Oof.
Yeah, down to 24.
All right. Sounds good.
Thor coming in hot. All right.
Oh, it's worthy.
He is.
Worthy.
I will switch over to Ghost Spider and then pop the tactical scanner. So I will draw 5.
Booyah.
4, 5. Okay. First thing, I will spend the web binding to pop over an energy spear onto Drax for you, Logan.
Sweet, thank you. Drax is now attacking as much as Thor.
And then let's see. It's probably important to make sure.
And his spear has piercing. Valkyrie could learn something.
Yeah.
Haha, yeah, right.
Drew the other one, and I don't think it's worth it now. So I'm gonna put Yarnbjorn out. Thank you, Thor, for that weapon.
Yeah, no problem.
We will go ahead. We'll keep setting up. Spend a skilled strike for George Stacy. And
Hello, the nostalgic New Yorker. We don't have a lot of people, but I imagine a Saturday night, people might be out and about. But thank you for watching, and I imagine people will be watching afterward. So
That's probably
Yeah,
Dean.
it's true. I mean, it is
good
beginning
point.
of football playoffs, right?
yeah, playoffs are tonight. I'm gonna put Ghost Kick under George Stacy. I put down a combat training with this energy, and I'm going to attack for normally a 2 right now, and I will do 2 extra damage with Yarnbjorn. So 4, and then I'm gonna save Gamora.
Question
Not
for
gonna do
you.
anything with
Wouldn't
Gamora.
you rather use that skill strike to be able to ready and deal an extra 2 damage?
Yeah, I mean, I could spend that hand cannon instead of the skilled strike. Use it. It's also 2 more damage. Then I ready
but then you
2
ready
more
and deal
damage.
2 more.
Good
right?
call, Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's okay.
Nice.
I just
So what did we get him
absolutely,
down to?
Absolutely.
18. Can we get a
Solid.
2-turn win?
No, he has 92 on the next stage. That's not going that fast.
Okay.
But we did pin MODOK down. That's pretty big too. We don't even need the group block.
Cool.
All right. Well, I can ready 2 more times next turn.
All right.
Nice.
All right, here we go. We got to do a lot of stones though, so he's not done. So Brian, add 4 threat.
Yes, sir. Or
And then
threat.
He is attacking you for 3.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll just have I can have my Nick block it.
Sounds good. +1 is 4, and then he heals 3, Steve,
Yeah. So not 21.
and he gets a boost. So now he's attacking Wolverine with a double boost.
Yeah, I'm taking it.
Okay. You get Ronan.
Sweet.
Darn you. And 0. So he attacks you for 3. And
6.
then Ronan attacks you for 3.
13. So Ronan
I didn't
has
need to
40
defend
something
MODOK,
health.
Ronan has 36 health and a tough.
Should I kill
Should-
Ronan?
Should Groot have blocked Ronan?
If you want. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you could do that.
I mean, MODOK is no point now, right?
Oh,
yeah.
okay, yeah.
Because he hasn't hit
Oh
me.
yeah, sorry. MODOK attacks you for 0.
Okay.
I didn't say it.
Groot,
And takes
Groot
a
will just
retaliate though.
defend.
He does take MODOK does take retaliate.
That's
Good
right.
point. And did you take what? No, what's his name block? So
Uh,
MODOK will be
Groot-
dead in 8 turns.
Yeah. So Groot blocks for 2. Ronan, you said attacks for 3.
Yeah.
Yep.
So he'll take 1 damage and then
No, so he takes the 3, goes
Takes
to
3 and
5,
heals
heals
2.
sorry,
2,
takes
goes
the
to
3, yeah, heals for 2. Goes to 3.
So if
Yeah.
unless you heal him, he's gonna die from the next Ronan attack.
I'll
I
just
have a
pin him
first
down
aid.
again.
Yeah, and there's pin down, sure.
All right, I'm getting attacked. Oh, I put a stone out, right? Space stone.
yeah.
Yep.
So that's going to be bad. So he's going to attack me for 3 + 0, and then he's going to flip the whole deck, right? Because of
Yep.
the space stone.
They're both out. So
And accelerate. I'll let you do the. I'll track accelerations too, Brian. Just
got
so you
him.
know. So this will run through the deck because the only two in here are MODOK and Ronan. All right, and then Ghost Spider, you're getting attacked for 3.
okay, I'm gonna defend for 5, and I have retaliate.
Only fitting that a Canadian is playing Wolverine. I love it. All right, you're defending for 5. Is that what you said?
That's right.
Amazing. +1, he hits you for 4. You're good.
All right, and then I'm gonna react there and ghost kick him. Spinning 2. Ghost kick out of George Stacy and
Down to 15.
We are glad that you are here, Nostalgic New Yorker.
Yeah. Thanks
just
for
call
joining
him-
us.
It's D.
All right. I don't know that he wants me to say his name.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes people don't want you to do that. So,
That's true.
all right. Oh, did we even use the Milano?
He did.
Yeah, I used it last round.
Okay, perfect. All right, so now we get cards, right?
Mhm.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4. That one is caps. All right, first card is You Dare Oppose Me. So we discard the top 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's really bad. And we resolve all 3 of these. So the first
Ouch.
one is the Accuse. So you get +1. People attack you for +1, which totally stinks with MODOK. He's now going to actually hit you. Then Ronan the Accuser is going to attack for 3, which I think is probably fine.
Yeah. Down to 13.
And then we do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think there's any cards left except the side scheme, so we're good there. Then Judge, Jury, and Executioner. So this is going to have 12 on it. And it accelerates. And whenever a friendly character is defeated, we put 2 threat on the main scheme.
Okay.
All right. My card is Odin's Anger. Shoot. Well, I either get stunned, right? It's just a nightmare. So I'll just flip and get rid of it. And last is his helmet. Oh, that's not good.
Let's retaliate.
Yep.
Ooh.
Milano passes to Wolverine.
All right.
I do have Spider-Man to get rid of that side scheme.
So I'll use the Milano to put a laser blaster on.
Hey, whoa.
Hey, it's my Milano now.
Okay.
I heal for 2. Don't forget, I'm down to 15. I will. Okay, so I use the Milano for that. I don't want to use this for that. I could. All right. Actually, I won't use the Milano. I'm just going to discard a Berserker Barrage. You can unready the Milano. All right, so he's going to attack for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do you want me to just kill MODOK? Oh no, he can only attack the villain. Oh
I
Yeah.
don't think so.
And no, Drax can only attack the villain anyways.
yeah. All right, so I'm going to take out. I'm going to take 3 damage, go down to 12. I'm going to do a lunging strike by exhausting my claws.
Did you deal the damage to?
Yeah, I'm doing
Thanos?
8 damage, so he's down to 7.
Just don't call me Shirley.
And then Drax is going to deal 4, 5, 6, 7, which is going to take out.
Just so you know, he has retaliate.
I have. Oh, it's true. I do have retaliate now. I don't have my gun.
So each you and Drax should take a damage.
Yep. Damn
So he flips to this stage. He's now tough, and he gets his helmet. So no big deal. And he resets to
Nice.
92 health.
92. All right. Wolverine is going to basic attack for 3, bring him down to 89.
Do you have your claws?
Yep. I have piercing.
Okay.
All right. And then I can get ready, but he's going to have taken 5 damage. I would have 1 health left. All right. I'm going to get.
I could first aid it. I
All
can
right,
first
so-
aid Drax if you want.
All
If
right.
I use the Milano. Or,
Yeah, okay.
Actually, no, I can use my Super Soldier Serum,
All right.
but
so-
then I might be flipping down.
all right. So Drax is going to do another 7 damage, bring him down to 82. That's me.
Nice.
All right, I will flip back up. I will ever vigilant, and I remove 2 threat from the main scheme, Brian.
Yep, down to 2.
Then I will attack him with a leading blow for -1. So I hit him for 6, Steve.
Yeah, so
Ready, take a retaliate.
76.
And then I'll hit him for 7.
All right, 69.
Dudes. Oh, and my Nornstone would have healed me for 1 before I did all that. Done.
All right.
Holy cow, he's at 61 on turn 2.
Yeah,
69.
it's a lot of damage. Gamora will add 2 to that. And,
She'll take 1, so 67.
yeah, so she's down to 1, but I will discard, and I got the event immediately. We don't need Phantom Flip right now, so I'm gonna attack for 2 and go.
For 3. You have a combat training.
He's -1
Yeah,
because of
minus
his
1, so
upgrade.
It's a 2.
Oh, okay, so 65.
Yep, and I'll take a damage, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's not from an attack, so I can't use my upgrade. I'll react with Ghost Kick, so 6 more, which is another
59.
down to 12.
Wow.
And then I will exhaust Yarnbjorn with the main swing attacks for 5.
Yep. 54.
Nice. That's it.
Wow.
Well, there you go. We are just obliterating him with damage.
Just wow. So, I mean, just so that I make it somewhat hard for us, Agent 13 is going to thwart the main for 2, get rid of the threat. That's now clear. Sure, I will punch for 2 and take a retaliate.
52.
I will flip down. I will pay 1, 2, 3, and 4. No one played allies, right?
Mm-mm.
Spider-Man comes out, removes the side scheme.
Okay, it's gone.
I will heal for the 1 that I took from retaliate and draw a card. And I'll just use no one used Milano, eh?
Nope.
Yeah, all right. Well, yeah, just a wealth of resources here. I'm gonna first aid on Drax.
So, Brian, actually, the better play is play your
Sense of justice and then first aid later.
Yeah,
All right, makes sense.
because
Why not?
you're gonna go. I'm gonna go last. So
Okay. And Spider-Man can just punch for 2 and take 2 damage.
down to 50.
Not even
Right,
getting rid of his helmet,
additional.
just taking the damage.
Yeah, might as well.
Let's beat a stage 3 after.
Yeah, maybe we will. It's ridiculous. Although then he gets that minus thing.
Yeah.
This is gonna be like a half an hour stream.
Well, if we don't lose,
Yeah.
How are we losing?
Why? Steve,
If we-
come on now.
take damage. I'm dying.
It's the stones that get us there. All right.
All right,
So
we
we're
have
moving to
5
villain
threat to the
phase.
main scheme.
5 is on
No, why 5? 4.
because of the
There's an
acceleration.
There's 1.
Yeah.
And there's
So
some
it's
4
4
players.
players.
We're 4 players. Yeah, never mind. Never mind.
Wow. Did you
I'm
just
so
like
used to
eliminate
playing 3 players.
Steele
I'm so
in your
used
head?
to.
All right, when the villain phase begins, Ronan engages the hero with the fewest remaining hit points. I have 11,
I have 10.
I'm at 11 also.
so he stays in front of Wolverine.
Cool.
All right, so then he is attacking for 3 on Wolverine, and then you're going to get the time stone to add threat.
The time stone adds threat. Do you
Yeah.
want to block Steve from
Oh yeah,
Agent
please.
13?
Yeah, I'll take the block.
Okay,
All
Agent 13 blocks.
If damage from attack defeats an ally, put the top card of the Infinity Stone deck into play. So then he will trigger the Time Stone. You have to discard the top 4, Brian,
Okay.
and then tell me all the different types of cards. Actually, add it yourself. Do it yourself, Brian.
It's actually 4. Ally, upgrade, resource
Damn.
event.
What
It's
a
all
terrible
threat,
deck
right?
build. Yeah. And
4
then
more
you are
threat.
confused.
Ouch. Thanks a lot, Steve.
Hey, you're the one who wanted the block.
I'm talking to Rogers. Okay, his name is Steve.
Then
Uh,
then Ronan is attacking you, Wolverine for 3.
are we still putting Groot in front of that or no?
If you want, Groot
Cool.
will die.
Oh shoot, no, I'll go down to 7.
All right. He's attacking me for 3 plus 1. Oh, sorry. It is 3
Oh,
plus 1 plus
no,
1. So I take
Groot.
5.
I take. Oh wait, no, it's not. Never mind. There's supposed to be an extra 2 threat from MODOK, right?
Not yet.
Oh,
MODOK's in
sorry.
front
Yeah,
of
I
you and you
defended
go
for
last.
Steve. I don't know why. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So I am down to 6, and then he's going to flip the Power Stone.
So I do have a regroup for next turn. So if we want to keep some of those allies around, if we can, I do
Alright.
have a regroup for next turn.
Nice.
You think there's
Okay.
going to be a next turn, huh? That's funny. Kidding. All right, attacking Ghost Spider, and then the stone is going to be the Power Stone, so you're going to be stunned.
Oh, well, that's why I brought Stalwart. So I defend for 5 and retaliate.
He attacks for 6.
Oh, dealing damage. All right. Well, I do one back to him. And then I think I'm going to
49.
Phantom Flip wherever we need it.
Phantom Flip is how much?
Main scheme.
5. Sorry.
It's 5. Okay. 5 off the main. It's down to 4.
I think we could all flip down next turn and just be like, whatever.
Now he's now the Power Stone is going to stun you, but you're stalwart.
Yep.
All right, he's going to scheme for 3 against Steve Rogers. +1 is 4 on the main scheme. And then put out the Reality Stone
8.
and get a boost card.
Correct.
8. And then MODOK gives me another 2.
And then 2 for MODOK.
Okay, so we're up to 10.
10 out of 48.
Yes.
All right. Bring the hammer down. Ronan is going to attack you again, Wolverine.
All right, down to 4.
He's going to advance against me, so it's going to be 3 plus 2 is 5. And then
And
I have
Power
to
Stone,
discard
or
an
Stone.
ally, upgrade, or support I control. I will get rid of my honorary guardian. And I go down to 5 health, which means I may actually die. All right, and then Ghost Spiders is Shadow of the Past, and I think you
Ooh.
have the easiest kit in the game.
Yeah, Lizard is no big deal.
So Lizard comes out. Sorry, not to down the pain of Shadow of the Past. And Regenerative Research comes out with 5 on it.
Okay.
Are you not entertained? Oh no, he gets his armor. That sucks, actually.
I can get rid of one of those, whichever
All
we
right.
want.
Now? Or when you attack?
On my turn, I got Sunfire.
Okay. I can punch him and then without readying, although I feel like I'd rather ready and heal, right?
How much is on the side scheme?
5?
5. Okay.
Oh, I could use the Milano to clear it.
To clear the side scheme?
To clear, I could punch him. I could punch him now, and then I can use God of Thunder and the Milano to clear the armor. Does that make sense?
Yep.
If anyone wants to use Milano, I'm cool with it.
All right, so I will punch him for 6. Take
Hey,
a
don't for-
retaliate.
Don't forget, I need my heal.
I have first aids. Don't worry. I have 2.
I will
I'm
use
going before you.
these 2 to clear this. I think since you have Sunfire, I shouldn't get rid of the other one. I should ready and heal, right?
Yeah.
So I'll play What Doesn't Kill Me, ready, heal 2, or heal 2 and then ready. And then I'll punch him, take 1 for 7 more.
So how much damage did you do this turn?
13.
Okay, so he's down to 36.
I will deal 4 to Lizard with Rocket. And I'm thinking I'm going to flip down with 5 health,
Makes sense.
and the
Yeah.
Norn Stone will heal me for 1. I go to 6. Done.
Cool.
Go Spider.
So I'm gonna play Sunfire with this web bracelet and Audacity, which is a wild. So that counts as a blue resource. So we get rid of the helmet.
Sunfire costs 1 less, eh?
So it's just 1, and
Oh,
then
does it?
1. You have to spend the lightning resource. So
You
it's
spent a while.
Yeah, Spinto. And I deal a damage with Audacity.
yeah. So he's
So
1.
I'll just keep 1 card then.
Yeah. So he's
Yeah.
1 plus 1 for the lightning.
Yep, that's what he did.
Okay.
Cool.
Howdy,
no, it's
Rambe.
after.
Thanks for
No, it's
joining
after
us.
you play. It's spend a resource. So I do. He's 1 less. You're right, Steve. I didn't. So this pays for Sunfire. This is the extra resource.
Correct.
2
'Cause
total, right?
Yep.
I heard the
Yeah.
way you said it. That's why I
Mhm.
wanted to make sure that it's clarified that
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
1 for him and then
Gotcha.
1 for the effect.
Mm-hmm. And then so you don't have your upgrade down yet. So I don't want these allies to die, I guess, until I can get them back in my hand.
Why would they die?
Well, if he hits with the retaliate's gone.
You
So
got rid
there
of
you
your
go.
retaliate.
Yep. Okay, so he'll hit for 2. And then
There's
Down
a
to
heck of a lot
33.
more people with us, so thanks for joining us. If you blinked or
Yay.
sneezed, you may have missed that Thanos went from stage 1 64 health through stage 2 and is now at what, Steve?
33.
33 health, and we're on turn 3. So it is a rush strategy, everybody. Here it is.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Beat Thanos.
And we'll make it 31. I'll deal 2 with Ghost Spider.
31.
And Gamora's down to 1 health, so I'll leave her.
You can deal with Lizard in front of you.
Keep it 33 and I'll kill Lizard with
Probably worth it.
Ghost Spider. Yep.
Groot could have also punched for 2. So, anyways, doesn't matter. Cool. Over to Rogers.
That's right.
Okay, I will start by flipping up. I will exhaust to thwart, remove my confuse. I will fearless determination, draw a card. I will pitch this card to ready. The side scheme you said has how much?
5.
5. All right. So myself for 4.
I mean, it
Groot.
heals Thanos for 1. Well, it's what you do. Never mind.
It's fine. I can thwart it for 5, for 4, and then Groot for 1.
It
So
is gone.
gets rid of it. I will use my sense of justice and my genius to do a crisis averted and remove 6 from the main, bring it down to 9. Bring it down to 9. And then let's go serum and helicarrier to do 2 first aids. Where do we need them?
Drax.
1 on Drax.
I-
And where's the other one need to go?
If no one else needs it, Gamora could take it.
Well, yeah.
Gamora keeps getting events, so that makes sense. She's better to keep in
Okay.
play than block with. I'll block with Rocket because all he does is remove threat.
I'm going to block with Groot. So
Yeah.
and Spider-Man will also thwart for an extra 2 off the main, so it's down to 7.
Sweet Christmas.
All right, Wolvie, were you first? Nope.
1 for regroup. Berserker Frenzy for inspired on Drax. So now it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I hit harder than Thor. That's all I
Not
care
you.
about.
Drax hits harder than Thor.
Doesn't matter. It's still an extension of myself. I'm going to punch for 8 down to 25. Volstagg is going to thwart for 3 and take 2.
Can you say his name again?
It's Fandral. It's whatever.
Are you a
Way to
fan
know
of
your
him?
Asgardian buddies. God.
And then I'm going to punch for 3. He's down to 22.
All right.
Cool.
Booyah. So remember, all
Hey!
allies.
Now I can pin down Ronan too.
Nice.
4, 5.
You got regroup, so I can block with these allies, and they come back to my hand.
Yep. Every ally comes right back.
All right.
5 threat on the main.
Yeah, it's up to 12.
He's scheming against me for double boosts. So he schemes for 3, 4, and he gets a tough status card.
Okay.
He flips the Space Stone, which is just going to give us an acceleration. He's attacking Ghost Spider for 4 plus a flip. Do you want a blocker?
I guess I'll have Sunfire. Do it.
Okay. I got 2 blockers.
Yeah, we want to use the blockers, so
Yeah, either way.
unless you really want to use your events, then
Yeah,
It's either way
yeah.
for me.
Sunfire is fine. I'm sure.
Cool.
All right, Sunfire's going to block. So it's going to be 4, 5. Sunfire's out. And then the Space Stone is going to discard the deck because there's no minions. Acceleration number 2.
Steve was pronouncing Fandral the French Canadian way.
bold tag.
But that's nostalgic says that.
That's awesome. Cap is the Thornton machine, no doubt. All right, and that Space Stone is gone, I do know. Sorry, a lot of shuffling over here. All right, and then Cap is getting attacked for 4 and blocking with somebody.
Yeah, I'll just block with I'll block with Spider-Man.
All right. 4 plus 1 is 5.
Spider-Man's gone.
And then MODOK is attacking. Oh, sorry, it would actually be 6 because it's plus 1 against you. MODOK attacks for
Yep.
3 minus 2 is 1. So you can block with another ally if you want to put him in your hand.
Yeah, I mean, I could block with Groot. It brings him to 5, and then it heals him back to 4
Sounds
No,
good.
might as well keep
Or-
him for
for blocking against Ronan. Yeah, I'll just keep
Just take
MODOK
1,
can
right?
hit me.
Don't
MODOK can hit me
forget-
for 1.
oh no, that I was gonna say
Oh,
that
where did Ronan go?
He's
he's still with me because I was at 6.
Okay,
yeah. MODOK can hit me for 1 and retaliate.
got it. All right, Wolverine's being attacked.
Yeah,
Groot, you want Groot for blocking?
yeah, if you want.
Okay, Groot. Don't forget
Did I flip a
stones.
stone?
No, you didn't.
Okay, thanks. Time Stone. So Groot is
course.
blocking plus 3, so it's going to be against you or him. So I think it's 7.
Okay,
And
Groot's
then Time
gone.
Stone, you got to discard 4 cards. And you can add the threat yourself.
2 threat, 3 events, and a resource. Not bad.
And then Ronan is attacking. Do you want me to block with Rocket?
No, I'll take 3. It's fine. Let's keep them in because there's a whole other round, so they might all attack again. So
All right. And then we get cards. What is the threat at?
It is at 18.
Woo! Avatar of Death. Thanos schemes. So 3 plus 0. So 3 more goes on there. And then he's going to flip the Mind Stone. Ghost Spider gets Deviant Syndrome, Insight 1, Brian. He gets a tough
wait.
status card and 2 threat on the main scheme.
Another 2 threat on the main scheme.
Yeah. Doomsday Chair brings MODOK
so
out.
that brings it to 21.
And there's 8 on Doomsday Chair. It accelerates. And I am inevitable. He gets a face down boost.
11.
I think it's time to kill the inevitable.
Wait,
Here's
no,
turn
24.
4.
So
oh
I'm
no, we
24.
got to kill Ronan. We got to take out Ronan and MODOK. Come on.
Threats at 24.
Sounds good. I'm going to use my action now to heal. Go ahead, Steele.
Yep, goes to me. I think I will put down
How much health does the guy have still?
pay with these 2.
Who is the guy?
Sunfire.
Thanos, the guy.
23? I don't know. Steve's got to tell you.
22.
22.
And then Gamora will attack.
20.
No,
And-
there's tough.
It's tough.
22.
Tough. I'll pull this ghost kick, which is nice to see.
Yeah, that's sweet.
I will attack. Yeah, I'll attack for 2
20,
plus 6 plus another 2.
14, 12,
Sunfire will hit for 2.
10.
I will use George Stacy to put
Steve
Paralytic
is
Punch
not
under.
entertained.
10.
And yeah, that's
Count it down like it's exciting.
10. Oh, I healed for
Uh,
2. I'm at 5.
All right. Over to me.
Yep.
He's got 10 health left.
Yeah. I agree, though.
As
We'll
you-
see how much damage we can do to these two, at least in this round.
As you see, I have 2 heroic strikes.
Oh, so just save him. Save him. Let's see if we can take out Ronan, because I can do about 20 damage to Ronan.
Yeah, I could smoke him.
Could you? All right.
yeah.
Well, here.
I have
instead of
piercing
me-
and overkill, too. So
Instead of me even removing threat, what I can do is if I take the Milano for the round,
it's yours.
no one-
Sold.
yeah, okay, that means I can punch for 4 with myself by readying with, I can do this all day, and then I could do 2 heroic strikes.
Nice. So
So
one on
if you-
MODOK and one on Thanos?
Yeah, sure. I'll do an attack of 2 on MODOK and an attack of 2 on Thanos.
Oh, I thought you were doing the other things. Didn't you say
The
you were doing
heroics.
heroic strikes?
I do. I have 2 heroic strikes. So that's what you want. MODOK and Thanos.
Yep.
Cool.
So MODOK will retaliate 2 on you.
No, he won't. He's dead.
No, he won't. He dies.
Oh, I thought you were attacking him for 2. Gotcha. Okay.
No.
MODOK's
I
out.
mean, how much health did MODOK have?
6
He had
left.
6 left. Yep.
Okay, yeah, heroic strike, and then another 6 on Thanos, right? Brings
He's
him down
not
to 4.
stunned.
That's fine.
Yeah,
Brings
he's
him
down to 4. Yep.
And then I have 2 basic attacks, so I can punch for 2 and ready, and then punch for 2 again, which is technically a kill on Thanos, but
Now he pops back up and goes to full health. We have to kill both stages if we don't get Ronan down. It's like a video game.
There
well,
you
I
go.
didn't want to go through the tough, so
So
All
just remove 2 threat. Who cares?
Go ahead,
well,
Wolverine.
no, Thanos is dead. You just have to kill Ronan now, and we win.
Fine. Fine.
Otherwise,
Okay.
we lose.
All right. I'm going to play
You
regenerative.
could leave the
heal-
2 health on him. I'm gonna crush him.
All right. I'm going to regenerative healing. I'm going to go to 9 and heal Drax. Oh, Drax can't kill. He can't attack this guy.
Oh,
Oh.
no, you can't touch him.
Oh no.
Well-
Okay, well, I didn't attack. Okay,
So
listen,
one of your attacks would get off his tough, and the other would deal
Yes.
6 damage to him, right?
that's right. So, what's his name? Still has 8 health.
Sounds good.
Thanos.
So
Thanos still has 8
has
health.
8 health, and Ronan now has 30. You're good.
Okay. I am going to. Damn it. All right. So 4, 5, 6, 7. I attack for 8 with Drax. So I'm going to attack for 8 with Drax. Now we can kill him. I'm going to get ready Drax. He takes a damage. I'm going to overspend for the get ready, and then I'm going to play grand strategy and draw 5.
Nice.
1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Perfect. I'm going to play Hogan. I'm going to give Hogan an honorary X-Men. I'm going to play Slice and Dice to give Hogan a Danger Room training. Actually, should I just do that, or should I just do Slice and Dice twice? I think I'll just do Slice and Dice twice. I'm gonna wait, because that's dealing, that's only 4 damage, and this is 6. So I'm gonna Slice and Dice, dealing 6 damage to that guy.
24,
I'm gonna take 3 and do a lunging strike.
16,
I'm gonna deal 3 more,
13,
and I'm gonna punch with Fundrol for 1.
12.
Fundrel.
Fundrol.
I'm going to pin Ronan down, so only attacks for 1. I will flip up, and leading blow, 7 minus 1 is 6. Brings him to 6. Ready. And then I will hammer throw through him. I really wanted to kill him with Rocket, who can deal 4 to him.
Yeah.
Wow.
Plus Rocket, plus another punch. Wow. We smoked him.
Nice.
And you were worried.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know that I was worried. I was just like, what is the actual, when you're like flipping through your cards, and I was like, I knew my deck could do like upwards of 100 damage on a pass or whatever. But I mean, yeah, you guys just had all that passive, like all that damage too. Not passive. Sorry, I didn't mean it that way.
I think the only worry was someone getting knocked out. That was the only worry.
How quick he could punch us if he attacked somebody over and over.
Yeah.
But I mean, even Wolverine took the punches from Ronan and everything. And with threat, we were able to flip down, right? If we needed to anytime.
So we had what, 2 accelerations by the end?
Yeah.
Right?
So that was very fun, Mr. Steele.
Yeah. Thank y'all for playing.
That
That was a lot of fun. I've never done a big 4-player game, everyone focusing on damage like that. And so that was awesome. And I think that's the way to do it against this scenario specifically. You let it linger and try to build up for too long and it'll get you. I think, well, and an expert, I think it'll probably be tougher also.
Oh, I think the whole campaign is going to be
I'd be intrigued by a couple of those ones on expert. They'd be rough. The Wrecking Crew and Absorbing Man would, I don't know. He'd be tough with some of the best heroes. I think it's amazing how you made him just really rough. So tell us about the campaign. I think you were telling us when we were not streaming, but your impetus for the campaign was Ronan, right?
Yeah. It just started out, with I've been playing this game since the core box and everything, and I'm on the Facebook page and everything, and you see everyone talking, and I don't think there's a single hero or villain that's more hated than Ronan. Everybody, right when he came out,
right,
he was instantly infamous.
Nebula and Ronan were the.
Maybe Rhino for people's first 5 plays, right, when they get smacked by him. When they just try to learn some of the things. Or
Heroic 3.
Advance might be the least favorite villain at the beginning of the game.
But yeah, so I wanted to take that and try to make it something that was manageable out the gate for so anybody could sit down and just beat Ronan in a campaign setting. And so that was really fun. And then, Absorbing Man is just the exact opposite. I think he got almost as much as hate as Ronan for the exact opposite reason, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
He's so easy. What do? You just sit there and do whatever you want until you win. So we tried to make that more difficult, and I was really entertained watching you guys take on Absorbing Man. the stall tactics
more like
were
him
great.
taking us on.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it just caught us by surprise because we all know, like you just said, how just easy he can be at times, and then it was just like, we're like, oh my God, we're losing standard Absorbing Man. Oh my God.
Yeah, and then Wrecking Crew is one that I've always thought was really fun, but I always thought that those restrictions that are in there, you can only attack the villain with the active counter, you can only thwart against their scheme. I always thought that was kind of the way I thought it should have been, and so hey, let's just do it that way, and it makes sense thematically that we're breaking someone out and Absorbing Man, so let's throw Wrecking Crew in, and I think that's some people's fan favorites too. And then Red Skull, you guys walloped Red Skull, but there was a point there. If Thor wouldn't have had that lightning strike, it was looking pretty rough.
It was getting dicey. It was getting dicey for sure.
It was Party Thor, Steve. I was playing Party Thor, and I just couldn't draw the lightning strike. So everything was piling up, and then we had to start to use all our resources to take them down because the modular was Wrecking Crew, so they're all villainous.
Yeah,
with 8 health, so I couldn't just let them sit there and hit me. And then the other one was Children of Thanos, so I had Ebony Maw with villainous, so I had to deal with them. I couldn't just leave them in front of me. So we managed to take enough down, and I mean, honestly, Spider Girl was the MVP. I just kept playing her and stunning and confusing, and that just bought us turns.
And the amount of
Absolutely.
have at these you got to pull out, and
Yeah.
I mean your hand size was like 12 most
Yeah.
turns.
Well,
It
the
was,
key was he gave me a card. Brian gave me a card draw, and there were two. What's the broken card?
Bring it.
Bring it. And
Oh,
Bring
yeah.
it,
I
yeah.
drew one, and then I could draw a handful of cards and,
oh yeah, I
and go
love
my way.
bring
But I
it
think
with
even after that, I didn't have a lightning strike, even with like 14
mhm.
cards in my.
You had to
No,
keep the
yeah.
lightning strike for several turns. That was great. But yeah, no, I'm really happy you guys played through the campaign. That was so awesome to watch and then to participate in for this last one. So thank y'all for having me on and
Oh,
for doing this.
thanks for coming.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
we have a question in Brown Bay has a question for you. He says, why did you decide to wait to be able to buy the upgrades till the end of the campaign? But he says it does make it very exciting at the end.
Well, so one just as a gaming option, I thought it would be pretty cool, for the final battle to get to just collect the whole campaign and then get to use them there at the end. But also the Guardians, the Guardians weren't back. Y'all were, treading through the mountainside with no help there. And so finally, when the Milano showed up, they had crates of goods for everybody. And so that was kind of
I thought it was a great way to play it, where instead of you upgrading as you go, it's like, here, this is all the influence you gained, spend it, boom, go.
Yeah. Simplicity was kind of a key throughout. I didn't want to get things too muddied up, and say, wait, how does this work again? Am I supposed to put this here? So I tried to have simple setup rules and victory rules.
First campaign, second campaign, and then the rest is all she wrote.
It's funny that you say simplicity, because how many times did we go back and forth today about our upgrades that we were buying?
Yeah.
That was the fun part.
Yeah, it was fun. That was a lot of fun and effective too, because oh my gosh, out the gate you had Thor hitting for 28 in turn 1 or whatever that was.
Yeah.
So.
That's pretty crazy. That's really good too, because again, depending how well you're doing, you get a big bonus. But as you can see, like, wow, those big bonuses do pile up. And I think that's what's fun about the campaign is like, okay, you get one. It doesn't seem like a lot. That +1 doesn't seem like a lot. But when you start activating, like Brant did, like 3-4 times in a turn, well, that +1 starts to really showcase
Dude, it's a full-on the extra like 2 or 3 attacks essentially worth of damage from basic character.
And what Steve did was one of the coolest things I've seen. You throw in these Guardian allies and you don't think too much of it. Oh, it's cool that we've got our Guardians with us. Steve said, no, I get this Drax. I'm going to totally change my deck and he's going to wreck face every.
So that was
villain.
his plan. If we would have played on Expert though, my deck would have been like, because you're not supposed to change it if you play on Expert, then I would have been hosed because
it'd all be forced to track.
That's true.
What do I have all this stuff?
Exactly.
I think that was Steve's plan from the beginning when he chose Drax as his Guardian ally. By the end, just troning him up and having Drax beat face.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it worked. So. Wow. Like you said, he was hitting harder than Thor was.
Yeah. The thing is, I forgot to put in the game. I put in the regroups because I was afraid of all the attacks. And I'm like, I thought we were playing on Expert. So that's why I put the regroups. I would have put the game times in there. Drax would have been ready a lot more often and healed and boom, boom, boom.
Yeah. I was happy to get that energy spear out for you turn 1.
Oh, I know. It was beautiful. I was like, yes.
And
I got my honorary X-Men. I'm like,
now that I'm thinking about it, I actually would be interested in trying your Ronan and Thanos on Expert. Like, it's a neat way to kind of go back to them and play them right where it gets them to account, because they were definitely the easiest 2 in the campaign. So you succeeded in kind of bringing their difficulty levels down. But it would be neat to go playing the whole campaign on Expert would be tricky just because of the time, although this ended up taking us a bunch of time. But the Expert was what I was somewhat trying to avoid so we could show it off, because I think the campaign is extremely thematic. It's well made either way, but it's extremely
Absolutely.
thematic. And so by playing on standard, we can really pull out the theme of it and not worry about the difficulty, which was what I really wanted to do with these campaigns, because campaigns are not my favorite part of Marvel Champions. I like one-off expert battles the best. But I love being able to show off people's work. And there's so much custom content that it's hard to dig through it all. I'd have to like play it to decide what seems good. So this way, at least it kind of went through like the FFG, silo, and then I could pull from there. So I still want to do some of these other ones, but I'm going to do them all on standard, just kind of to show them off and get through them. You know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah. Let me know if y'all want to do Ronan on expert. I'd be happy to join you.
Cool.
Awesome. Cool. Yes.
Sweet. It was
a lot of fun.
Yeah. It was a short stream, but I mean, it also shows you what you can do with 4 players, although those upgrades times 4. So, Steele, have you played it solo, 2-player? What are the player counts you've played?
Solo and 2-player. I got a lot of help. Shout out to guys I've played with, Taylor, Bill, Jason, Alex. I've got a couple of good groups of guys helping me test things out, and we play every Thursday. And so it's mostly either 2 or 3 people. I've got 2 different groups, but yeah, not a lot of 4-player, and 4-player is a lot of fun and a really different experience because you're really going through the decks, and there's a lot going on.
And not only that, there's a lot more room for cross synergies. I really didn't play off, but one of the fun things that we do with Brant and Brian is sometimes we each pick an aspect and we just play off of each other's heroes and we upgrade each other's heroes. It's not super tempo, but it is more interactive and it's more cooperative, and it really brings out that aspect of Marvel Champions that we all 3 love to experience.
Oh yeah. I love that part too. The pre-planning, like we were doing today with those upgrades, that's one of my favorite parts about it. Synergizing and getting more out of your 4 heroes than they would be able to do on their own.
Yeah. Well, I think that's where this game really excels, is when you actually get to sit down with a group and build to each other, to benefit each other, because then it just becomes a lot more fun, because then you start seeing, like Steve is saying, all these synergies across playing with each other. We did this with the X-Men campaign, right? We really built into each other's
that was amazing.
molds or characters and all that stuff. So it's like you really get to see all the cooperation, and then the game really shines in that aspect when you get there.
What's that aspect? Basics.
The basic aspects.
Yeah, I think some of the things we've done too, we really pushed those alliance cards. We had fun with those alliance cards because those are really multiplayer cards. They're really tough to play in solo. You could pull them off. All for One, is that the aggression one? Is it called All
for One? Is the easiest one to pull off.
That's probably the easiest one to pull off in solo and in general, and you can do some cool stuff with that. But pushing those, and then I think there was the most famous one to me was when Steve realized, like, oh, why doesn't one of you be Avengers and honorary Avenger Miles? Then Miles could use Inspiring Presence on Peter Parker, and that would ready him over and over and over again. So he just used Inspiring Presence, and they would just ready each other back and forth.
So
now
crazy.
He had the Avenger trait, so he could use that card, and so it's just those cool kind of things that you can do because it's multiplayer,
And just wait till Rogue comes out, right? I mean,
oh my gosh,
it
breaks my brain like Adam Warlock did. Just all the possibilities are just through.
Because she takes the trait, right?
She takes the trait. She can literally take a card out of their deck.
Yeah, it's crazy.
She could be Sorcerer Supreme, right?
Yeah. Steve has a knack for finding a lot of cool combos.
She gets the Mystic trait.
I might not have thought about. Be like, wow, I can't believe I didn't think of that. It's awesome. You have a knack for finding those, Steve.
Thank you. Well, yeah, but there's a lot of looking at cards and a lot of experience with deck building. So sometimes I just hey, that should work. But I'm really looking forward to Rogue. I'm still surprised that she's already out in Latvia there somewhere. in some random place where somebody just released her.
I think it might be Finland.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Which is
they
a
got
real
Slovenia.
country in the world, not Lithuania.
Yeah.
I forget where somebody did do a video on her. So
Yeah. But then that same, I think it's Northern Lights. I think they then didn't have Mojo, which is interesting. They had Rogue, but didn't have Mojo.
And they don't have Gambit.
Yeah, it is
Only Rogue. Okay. They're being released at the same time, right?
That's weird. My store has the Gambit on available for pre-order, but Rogue has not shown up yet. So it's weird all over the place.
Post-COVID shipping, right?
Latvia? Latveria?
Yeah.
Nice.
So Brad, what's next for us?
Latte Land?
I don't know what's next for us. Brian and I are going to try to do some daytime through some of those other campaigns. So we've got to pick something out. No, we owe you a Wrecking Crew fight.
We do owe him a Wrecking Crew fight.
Because we did it twice without you.
Yeah, Wrecking Crew like this though, Steve, because this is fun. You can only thwart or damage the villain with the counter on them.
So I'll make you one better. There is no alter ego.
Oh, come on.
You are in hero form.
Then I'm going to be Gambit.
You start in hero form. Okay, so if there's something you choose or whatever, you start an alter ego, but once you flip to hero, there's no looking back.
You have to start an alter ego. Have to.
You don't.
Terrence and Peter, sorry, Steele, we're going to get a little tangent here away from the campaign, but they were talking about our vision deck, the vision deck, with the aggression, but playing it in protection and like playing pin down on bigger minions and keeping them in front of you. Yep. And I was thinking about like a support vision. Maybe I'll do it in this one. Protection vision, where like he obviously can't defend. So I was like, well, what do you do? Well, then you can play things like subdue, correct?
Yep.
So like you just stay intangible, you're taking hits, you're subduing, and then you're using all those allies that decrease things. Like I can't even remember his name because I don't actually know his name, and I only know Victor Munchies.
It is Victor Mancha.
Victor Mancha.
I have no idea what his name is, but I was thinking of a deck that was just complete controlling the villain support with him. I might try that deck with Vision. I thought that would be fun. Like not trying to do the whole bring it and become uber powerful, but just,
I love that bring it aggression Vision. It's so much fun.
Gosh, it's so fun. Yeah.
Bring It's such a busted card.
It's so broken. Like I don't understand. Everything should just say max 5. Like even Rocket should say draw a card for everything you overkill, max 10.
Sure.
Like at some point, but I mean, it's fun to blow up all the Ultron drones and just draw a handful of cards,
Absolutely.
Similar to Nova.
Yeah, that's crazy. But again, that's one hero with one card in one situation.
It's true. Yep. It's true.
So that one time that it happens, just enjoy it.
Yep, it's the backflip Rhino moment, right? Everybody's first moment. It's like your initiation to fun is you're playing Spider-Man and you're like, Rhino attacks me, draw a card, backflip. This is the greatest game.
Yeah, that's so true.
Yeah. So that was super fun. And Steele, whenever you want to join us, you just send us a little message. We love 4-player. Like I said, I don't mind 4-player games. We can even play on standard because you know what? It's still super interesting. It does go fast. We can add harder modulars and to make it a little bit more challenging if we want to. But
yeah, and I love upping the difficulty too. I like to push the limits on this game as much as I can. So
you need to go join Descry.
Descry.
Yeah, there you go.
Go play some Expert 2 and then
Expert 2 Magneto. We made it to turn 4.
But I'm sure
I guess it's neat. You could do that, tracking how far you make it through some of those things, right?
Yeah. But this guy doesn't give up, though. He's like, I'm gonna get it
for sure.
I'm gonna get it. I like it's sad that he doesn't get more followers or more viewers that watch this because it's a good lesson and just like, all right, understanding some of these
perseverance.
Yeah. One, and then seeing certain cards that you think they're like, oh, this is garbage, and then you see them in action. against these harder modulars and harder scenarios, and you see them perform, and you're like, oh, okay.
But I've
Yeah.
heard of him. I've heard him before say he's the kind of gamer that likes the brutally hard stuff. Like, I don't know if you guys play any video games, but like Dark Souls and Demon Souls and like Elden Ring and Sekiro, all these like super hard, like you die and you have to like reset
Dude,
games.
I played Diablo on Torment, and then what is it?
Hardcore.
Hardcore.
And I'm like Angel Souls, Gentle Souls, Care Bear plushies go to go to the candy store. Like that's
Toss
my
your
mode.
Pokeball and summon Pikachu.
No, it's not true. I mean, I definitely like the difficulty. I'll tell you, last night I played at the Portal with Larry, and we played 2 games in person. He hasn't played in a while. And man, like, I love playing like this, but that in-person gaming with somebody who's like, Larry's like, I haven't played in a while. Put it on expert. Here we go, and like,
do it.
Just playing with people like that in person, and we're playing X-Men and we're just literally putting the upgrades in the center of the table for anybody to use. Just that physicality of being able to put things within reach and everybody's controlling everything. Man, like
I agree
just
with
don't
you.
know that there's a more cooperative game, and that discussion. What can you take care of? What can I take it? Like I'm playing Spectrum and I'm Justice, and I'm like, I can't do anything this turn. And he's like, oh, I've got my thwart cards in hand as Venom, and he takes care of everything for thwart that turn, I love that discussion.
I haven't gotten to play in person with my play group in a very long time, actually, since just before Sinister Motives came out. And they were super excited for Sinister Motives because, as they know, we were play testers on it, so they really wanted to play it. And because it's Spider-Man
now,
my name's in the credits. So, but they're really excited for that one. I would love to be able to go over to their place and just like go 3 players play through Sinister Motives campaign with them. It's a different experience for sure.
And I went for the first time over to Gen Con this past year, and a bunch of people were there playing Champions. It was a lot of fun. I wasn't able to make it to the Con of Heroes, but hopefully this coming year.
Oh, I was at Gen Con. I didn't see you, but I guess we didn't know each other, so wouldn't have known to look out for each other.
I might have seen you.
Okay.
I had the big by the same token, big black setup.
Okay.
Like cityscape setup.
Did you make that, or no? That's not you. That's
I bought it.
It's
Etsy store out of the UK.
It's the same one that you have.
You're the one who has it.
It's the same one that you have, Steve.
No,
it's
but
really cool.
Because when you said I was at Gen Con with the buy the same token, I'm like, oh, are you the guy who makes it?
They had tables all set up. Like there was an area, and Caleb was there.
Yeah, Caleb was there.
FFG hired people to hand out all the stuff and help with all the facilitation. So I was just around to help answer questions and everything. And whatnot. So that's what I was doing.
We had a bunch of really long games against Sabretooth.
Yeah.
Really? I feel like Sabretooth is pretty simple. Like I don't see how difficult he is, except when you get Mystique over and over. But
no, it's definitely not there. I watched those 4-player games because they had 4-hour time slots, and people were taking over 3 hours in 4-player games for sure.
Oh yeah,
because it was just Mystique teams coming out, the Brotherhood come out, they stun you, they take a random card away from your hand. It was the key card you needed. Meanwhile, Sabretooth's healing back up, and people hadn't played Sabretooth at all, so they were dealing a little bit of damage, realizing they shouldn't, and then we'll deal 10, and then we can't get to him because all these Brotherhood come out and Mystique, and then he heals back up. So
terrible.
Yeah, so once you figure that out, and that was the first. That was like, there's no point of dealing damage to Sabretooth until you're ready to flip him. So you set up, you let him scheme a little bit, you build, and then you take him out.
Right. Yeah, people had never seen him, right? Because this was like a sneak peek of him. So yes, Brombae was there. I met Brombae. I talked to Brombae in person. I remember. So. Cool.
Yeah,
Steele, is there anything else? Is there anything else you've designed or you want to tell people about or otherwise?
No. I just did this because I saw the campaign contest come up, and I said, hey, I've played every bit of this game. I have everything that's come out. I could make a campaign. And So I'm really happy that you guys have gone through it. Like I said, I had so much fun watching and participating. This was a great time.
I'm
It
a
was,
little
it
bit.
was fun.
I was a little bit jealous of you Americans because it was not
That's
open
right.
for us in Canada because me and
That's right.
Brian were working
We
on
thought
something.
about it. We thought about it. We were
and then
going to
when it
work on
says-
something.
Uh,
Steve and I had talked to each other, and we were already thinking up ideas. And then I read the fine print. I'm like, Steve,
yeah,
stop,
that was.
stop right now because it says Americans only. And he's like, oh,
Yeah, that was a little weird. I could speculate, but it doesn't really matter, right? What
yeah.
their reasons were. Because a lot of people are like, if it's just
International
shipping us a
game.
box, don't ship me a box. But
Yeah.
licensing might be the tricky part of what they can do in different places. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
create a campaign with something else, and so it's hard for us to know. So we just have to.
All right.
Let
So
it
did
be
they make
how it
an
is.
announcement yet for the next box or not?
There's no announcement for the next box. So all we know is Gambit and Rogue in February, and then we're waiting every Thursday. I went live this Thursday. I played Groot. That was so fun. You were right about Shadow of the Past. I didn't read the card, so I assumed it just said, get him from
Pull
the
him out?
deck. Yeah. But
Yeah.
it was funny. I
Malmzia,
pulled him
Steve.
out. Instead, I would have gotten another card. Fernax is plenty bad. So whatever
Hey.
my other card would have been, it wouldn't have been as bad as that. But that was such a fun Groot game because I predicted that like the whole way. I was
The
like, here's what's going to happen. And on turn 10, and somebody's like, hey, you're on turn 10, and you just flipped him and brought him down to 1 health. And I was like, I told you. That's how Groot works, man.
Yeah. And you were building up those Groot counters pretty fast, so it was good.
Yeah, he stuck with him too. I don't remember why, but I
Yeah,
wasn't
you
getting
were on
attacked for
turn
that
2.
much.
You had like almost like 9 or 10 counters. I was like,
I guess because Mr. only attacks for 1.
oh yeah,
That's probably part of it. And he was drawing a lot of zeros and put stuff in my deck. So I was only losing a counter and then flipping down. And Fertile Ground, man, that card just changes the whole Groot kit. It's
But
such
you
a
didn't
simple
get it.
card.
You didn't get it until
I
like
kept waiting for it. But then when you get it, it just charges him up so much. So
oh yeah.
interesting there. Cool. Yeah, so we'll try some of these other campaigns. Steele, thanks for joining us. We'll maybe sneak in another game, and we're going to rock some Wrecking Crew will be the other plan.
If you want to join us for Wrecking Crew, join us for that because
Awesome.
not a lot of people know that Wrecking Crew in 4-player is plenty tough, and especially if you stay in hero form and don't try to cheat him by going
Yeah.
alter ego.
Yeah, let's try the expert.
How do you heal if you can't go to Alter Ego? You can't heal?
Don't think so. You have to think about how you're going to build your deck.
Got it.
Miss Marvel can do it.
Do you start an Alter? You don't even start an Alter Ego.
Yeah, you start an alter
You
ego.
once you
Okay.
flip up. So the
Gotcha.
thing is that
So you stay. You stay.
when you start an
Black
alter
Widow.
ego. Yeah, you start an alter ego, and once you flip up, you can't flip down. So I'll just play, yeah, exactly, Black Widow or Cap, Shield Justice. Also, I'll do.
If you go Iron Man,
what a
don't go for a few turns, right?
Yeah,
Just take protection, take protection heroes, go all in on protection. Boom, boom, boom. 4 protection guys. I'll go I love Ms. Marvel Never Go Home. I would definitely play that again. It's my
of
favorite
course
deck.
you would. You would always find a reason to play Miss Marvel.
Dude, she's so awesome.
Yeah, that's my buddy Jason's go-to also. But I mean, you gotta flip down almost every turn with her. So
What?
that'd be cool to see.
Go watch
The
Ms.
protection
Marvel
one.
Never Go Home. And
I'll do it.
You will freak
It is
out.
pretty cool. It is pretty cool.
It's
How
the new
good.
Disney Plus TV series.
I like the
Nice.
name. I do.
Cool. All right, I think we'll call it there. It was a short game stream, but we got a lot of chatting in and whatnot. And it's a Saturday night, so yeah. Oh my gosh, Larry kept me at that freaking store till like 1 o'clock in the morning, so I am so exhausted. I
All right,
can't lie.
Cool.
Early bedtime. Let's do
So
it.
it works
So-
out.
All right, thank you so much to everybody watching. Stay tuned to the channel. You'll see more plays. Check out Steve's channel at Beat the Game.
Hey,
Play the game. Sorry. Check out Steele's campaign. If you go back to the very first one, I linked it on there. It's also on FFG's website. Awesome Campaign Volume 1. Hey, everybody, stay tuned for Awesome Campaign Volume 2, also known as the Rocket Raccoon Only campaign.
Coming
So
soon.
you're working on that, Steele Hull.
Coming soon.
the Rocket Raccoon campaign.
Love it.
And and Brian will be back with me. We're going to try to do one of these other campaigns. He's picking one of the other 4, and we're going to rock those out during some daytimes. Those are going to be easy, Brian. We're going to play those on standard, and we're going to do 3.
I read over them, and some of them are look tricky.
Yeah, so we'll have to see how that all goes. All right. Thanks, everybody. Until next time, I'm the Brant.
I'm Brian.
Steele's here.
No worries.
And I'm Groot, and I feel this guy.
You feel Groot?
I feel this guy. I feel
This one
Groot.
here.
PG, eh?
PG.
All right. Until then, we hope you step into the portal. Have a great
Bye.
Saturday, everybody.
Bye, guys.
And we're